What's going on, y'all? Thanks for checking in the Khaliis Take. You know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell just so you can get the newest and the bonus content first. But hey, let's just go ahead and jump right in. The report is out now that Kawhi Leonard can possibly make a return after the play-in tournament. And that report has been reported on Sports Illustrated if you want to check that out and research that yourself. But based upon everything that is being put out about Kawhi Leonard, I definitely think he can come back. I definitely think he wants to come back more than anything. There are people in his camp that I've been hearing that have been kind of 50-50 about him coming back, and but in regards to Kawhi Leonard, he's more on the fence of, I want to come back and return for this team and want to come back and try to help this team win, because he knows really how this situation goes. You have a good team, you got a lot of good players, you got all the players you need, the right chemistry, or it could be a situation where you feel like you got all the right pieces, but the injuries are just holding you back. And he knows every season counts. You see what I'm saying? You can't just say, oh, well, I'm going to leave this season, go into the next season, and we'll win it all then. It just doesn't work like that in sports, because every season that you don't win it, it gets harder and harder each season after that. So if Kawhi Leonard has an opportunity to come back, I say put him back out there. And I definitely feel like, he wants to be back out there trying to help this team, because he knows ultimately for this team to get to that destination, they're going to have him to be out there and playing at his best as well, because these teams are just getting better and better, and these young guys are getting better and better as well. And he sees that. You look at Luka, he's getting better every single year. Now Ja Morant, and then Devin Booker. I mean, it's like, wow, all this young talent, and then you still, have to deal with the veteran players in the league as well, and the veteran teams also. So the window for the Clippers' opportunity to win the championship is definitely closing. It's definitely closer to the end than it is the beginning. And with Kawhi Leonard knowing that, I definitely feel like, he's trying to make a push as much as he can to return. And I definitely think if he can return after the play-in tournament, I think that gives him a little bit more rest, a little bit more, time to really, heal and, put it in his mind that, hey, this, I'm going for it. This is what it's going to be. I'm taking that next step and we're good to go. And, I think that would be good, for the Clippers. It'd be better if they're able to get him back a little bit sooner, so he can at least have 1 or 2 games on his belt before they go into the play-in tournament. But giving him that extra rest is definitely good if he's going to be able to come back after the play-in tournament, which we definitely hope he will, because he's one of the best players in the league. I've always said not only he's my favorite player, but Kawhi Leonard's a top 5 player in the league, and in my opinion, he's a top 2, top 3 player in the league when healthy. The guy is unbelievable, and he's one of a kind, just like Paul George said, because he can play both ends of the floor. We know what he can do. He's a cerebral assassin, and really there isn't many players that I would put on his stature in regards to everything that he can do. I believe when teams play Kawhi Leonard, the list that they have of things of his capabilities is probably one of the longest lists in the NBA, because 99% of the players that you look at in the NBA are one-dimensional. He's not. He's just very versatile. And, the fact that he's got a little bit better with his passing over the years makes him even a little bit more versatile. So, the Clippers definitely have an opportunity here. The opportunity is right in front of them, so they don't need to, try to waste it by any means. So if they can get Kawhi back, that'd be great. Been some good news about Paul George as well, practicing and everything, definitely trying to make his comeback, before the end of the season, possibly going into the play-in. And Norman Powell also, trying to, is progressing as well from some of the things I'm hearing also. So that's definitely a good thing. But they definitely need Kawhi Leonard, man, because, I miss Kawhi Leonard. I miss watching him play. I miss watching him going out there and just, dominating against teams and, putting his foot in teams. And I miss the Clippers just being a better team in regards to their record, because if they're healthy, of course, they're like the 2nd or 3rd seed, bare minimum if they're healthy, you know what I'm saying? And, I just want to see Kawhi out there, and I want to see Kawhi out there dominate how he usually does, because playoff time, we know playoff Kawhi is a lot different than the regular season Kawhi. There's no doubt about that. So, we definitely want to see him out there and dominate and be the best playoff performer we've ever seen once again. Last year, he was definitely on the way to doing that, averaging like 33 points a game on like 65% shooting. That was just video game. That's 2K type stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's not even some regular type stuff that players do on a regular. But that's Kawhi. He can do stuff like that. So that's why he's the best player. And the Clippers definitely have a lot of good pieces, and I definitely love the pieces they have. And it'd be great to see everybody go back in their natural position. And Kawhi Leonard is going to allow that because he takes up so much space in regards to his defense, his IQ, his awareness, and his greatness. It'll allow everybody to play their position and play more freely. You'll see Terrence Mann back in his position, Reggie Jackson, all of them. And I feel like when the Clippers, when everybody's playing their right position and they're 100% comfortable in what they're doing and everybody is just flowing, to me, they've got to be arguably one of the best teams, in the NBA, if everybody's healthy. But that's the thing with the Clippers. Just got to find a way to stay healthy. And I know it's hard. I know it's difficult. And I know it's nothing promised every season. But this is the most injury-riddled team I think I've ever seen, I should say the Clippers have been the most injury-riddled team that's had the most opportunity to win a championship. They definitely can win a championship if they stay healthy enough. I believe they would have won it. They would have won it last year if they stayed healthy enough. I mean, that's just my opinion, but I mean, you can make it debatable, but it's a very good debate because I mean, if Kawhi doesn't get hurt, they definitely beat the Phoenix Suns. They definitely go to the finals, and Kawhi's beat Giannis before in the finals. And the Bucks are good, but I don't think they're better than the Clippers if the Clippers are healthy. But like I said, it's a lot goes into it, and health is the biggest thing. And like I said, if Kawhi Leonard comes back after the play-in tournament, that would be good. Because stepping into the playoffs, whoever they draw first if they get out the play-in tournament, which I believe they should, but even though nothing's no guarantee, I definitely think having Kawhi Leonard there and ready to go is definitely going to make things very, very interesting, whoever they play, if they make it that far, because I just, like I said before, I don't think nobody could beat them if Kawhi Leonard's healthy and the rest of the crew is healthy. I just don't think nobody in the West could beat them. I don't think nobody in the NBA could beat them, especially not now, considering there's no big three teams. The death of the big three teams, as I said in my last week's video, definitely bodes well for the Clippers because they're the best duo between Kawhi and PG, versatile wise. They're so versatile. They both play both ends of the floor, and they both can drop 25. Well, Kawhi can drop 30 plus points. So can Paul George. They both can drop basically like 30 points a game and play lockdown defense on the other end. And they got other perimeter defenders now in Covington and Norman Powell when he comes back. And you just add Terrence Mann to that. He can defend. Marcus Morris can defend, and even Luke Kennard. He's out there disrupting passes and causing turnovers and things like that. So I mean, they really got a solid team. They really do. And so I just want to see this team well put together in regards to the playoffs. I want to see everybody, healthy, and I want to see them go out there and, make it happen because they can, and they're good enough to do it. And Kawhi Leonard is definitely the key piece to do it. And they definitely need him back, not only because he's the best player, but he can definitely make a lot of good things happen on both ends of the floor, in which they need that, because when you're playing against teams with superstars like Luka and players like that, you need somebody to shut those players down and be able to give you 30 points on the other end efficiently, and Kawhi can do that. So with that being said, man, I hope Kawhi Leonard comes back. I hope everybody gets healthy, and I hope if it is after the play-in tournament, I hope he's ready to go, and I hope everything goes well for the Clippers in their favor in regards to trying to make a run for a championship. But hey, that's my take on everything. You leave any comments in the comment section as always, and hey, KLAW out.